What's going on with you today, man? We've been talking about getting to the money in lawn care and that we need money for the mission. The last few days, we've been talking about what type of mentality you need to have in order to be successful in lawn care. And during my research in the last few years, I've realized that you have 7 different personality types when it comes down to being a lawn care entrepreneur, 7 traits that are key in your lawn care business. If you're one of those guys that takes their time cutting the grass, if you're one of those guys and girls out there who actually cares about the quality of the service that you're giving and you offer premium services, you might just be a craftsman. So let's do a deeper dive. Let's talk about being a craftsman in lawn care. All these different types of mentalities have their drawbacks and they also have their benefits when it comes to working in lawn care. With the craftsman, he is seriously going to focus on premium services. That's how he gets to the money. The drawback to being a craftsman in this particular area is going to be the fact that you are looking for premium service all the time. You're a little bit slower when it comes to bringing in customers. You don't do a whole lot of door knocking like the hustler. You don't do a lot of phone calling. You're dependent on the quality of your work to be your marketing plan for you. And that's where you can kind of get yourself in trouble. It's a good route to go if you just enjoy it. But if you're really, really trying to get to the money, it can be difficult. One of the things about being a craftsman is that you have to want to do it on your own, right? Because the quality of the work that you're putting out, you're not going to be that guy that's out there looking for more employees, but yet and still you want to scale to the higher end. It's going to be difficult to find somebody that cares about the lawns and puts the time and detail into the quality of the yard. If you're a craftsman, nobody's going to want to sit there and be trained to be a craftsman. It's going to be something that's already in them to get it done. So that's why being a craftsman can kind of slow your business down. And it's always a good idea to have a mix of all these 7 traits. And that's why it's important that you stick around and watch the other videos that we've been updating throughout the past couple weeks here, talking about how we're getting to the money. Craftsmen are going to be more than likely in your mid-range as far as getting to the money. And just because of the things that we've already discussed, it is extremely difficult. I know a lot of you guys out there know somebody who specializes in lawn care. They also specialize in fertilizing. They also specialize in flower beds. They also specialize in trimming trees. So there is what you call a craftsman, attention to detail, real particular, and you're also searching for a customer that wants those add-ons in their service. If you get a customer and all they really want you to do is just cut the yard, that's not a craftsman's customer. That is actually somebody else's customer that we talked about yesterday, which is the hustler. You want to be in a position to where you're focusing on quality over quantity if you're a craftsman. Another key place that the craftsmen tend to excel is through government contracting. You will see a lot of craftsmen in government contracting because why? If you're a craftsman, you're going to have a bunch of certifications that qualify you to do the things that you need to do. That's one of the things that they look for in government contracting, is to make sure that you are qualified to get the work done. So those certifications make a big difference in government contracting. Government contracting is going to be the lucrative route, the way you really get to the money if you're a craftsman, because why? Your scope of work is going to be a lot more detailed and requirement. You know, if you don't meet the scope of the work, guess what? You don't get paid. It's going to be bigger projects, so the money is going to be out there. You're going to have the contracts already lined up if you're in government contracting. Therefore, you don't have to worry about necessarily picking up as many yards. So this is how the craftsmen tend to get to the money. They want to get out there, get the quality customers, but they also spend a lot of their time focusing on government contracts, which will actually open up your business because you're able to do pesticides, you're able to do tree trimming, things like that that are actually required when you're doing government contracting. And that's why the craftsman is going to probably be right in the mid tier as far as actually getting to the money. Now, the deal is with all these characteristics, you want to try to get yourself as much of each little trait into your business and work it. In some areas, the hustler is not necessarily where you want to be if you're trying to locate premium customers. That's why the craftsman is going to be right in the middle of what I would call the types of mentality that it takes to be successful. You really want to pull a little bit from each mentality. With the craftsman, we also try as hard as we can to provide quality customer service. That is what a craftsman will do. They respect their craft, all right, and they also want to deal with clients who respect their time and energy, right? You're going to attract what you put out there, and if you're taking your time, craftsmen may even bag a customer's front yard just because they think it looks better with a push mow, which I've done plenty of times myself. And one of the things that you're going to notice is if you're a craftsman is that it's probably going to take you a little bit more time invested in a customer's yard and making sure that they're taken care of properly. A craftsman will also pay attention to those things that they can try to upsell to a client. If they happen to get into a yard and they see that there's more opportunity for them to make money, then that's where they're going to put their focus at and try to add on additional services. That's why a craftsman will always have bundles when it comes to their pricing also. A craftsman is going to be key. To making it happen in lawn care and getting to the money. That's my spiel on craftsmen. Tune in tomorrow and we'll catch you on the next one. Let's go. Say, we just finished up talking about the craftsman. I wanted to add this on to the end of the video, and then your boy forgot. So let's talk about the actual equipment that you're going to see a craftsman use. Craftsmen use high-end equipment, and they don't settle for anything less. The quality of the product, they tend to keep a high maintenance record and making sure that their equipment is working at all times. Money is no expense when it comes to the craftsman because they believe that if you are charging premium services, you need to have premium equipment to represent it. The craftsman is also probably going to have a trailer full of his information written all over it. So you'll definitely be able to tell a craftsman if you see that their vehicle is clean all the time, if you see that the quality of the equipment that they're using is super high end, then you know and you recognize a craftsman. Craftsmen are also going to be real people, like real people, meaning that they are real easy to talk to, real easy to deal with, and customer satisfaction is key in their business. So when we talk about the craftsman, don't forget those parts: to greet with a smile and make sure you're following the processes and giving the customer the type of service that you would want. Let's go.